Hey guys, Merry Christmas. I hope you had an awesome holiday no matter where you were. It was just the four of us in the tiny house and it was so fun. Honestly, we had a blast. Now, day after Christmas, it's like clean up the mess and what do you do next? For us, it's coming back over to the house and looking at designing the kitchen. As you can see, it is gone. You saw in the last video how we put the new hardwood floors down from Steller Innovations, and y'all, I love them. I just want to be over here. But we can't yet because we have no kitchen. We still have popcorn ceilings, which, you know, is not the end of the world, but for us, it's the next step. We need to get rid of the popcorn ceilings, and I need to design the kitchen. I have not done that yet. So I asked Joey for like 2 hours today, and came over here and we started glue taping it, mapping it out. To be honest, I haven't given the kitchen a single thought yet, but here we are. So if you remember our old kitchen, it had a tall pantry here, a tall pantry there. It was lots of built-ins, it was too closed in, none of the drawers worked. The stovetop was here, the refrigerator is really bulky, so all that's gone. We want a more open kitchen and we want it to feel more like organic. I've laid out all of these amazing textures that we're gonna use in the new kitchen. Ceramics, Joey and I are, especially Joey, is obsessed with handmade pottery right now. He is literally looking. If you have an Instagram account with pottery on it right now, my husband has probably seen you because he's looking at all of the ceramics. And look, so lots of ceramics from Thailand that we picked up. So these are sort of the palette, and I like to do this when I start designing a space, like lay out everything that's gonna be part of the space, part of the interiors. It just helps get you in the groove. We are definitely gonna have a pop of color in this kitchen. I know y'all are expecting that from me. I don't know what the color is yet, but I can't get this color out of my head. A little pop of yellow, we'll see where it ends up. Inspired by the French art of tea. This is from Paris. So we'll see, but let me walk you through what I'm thinking. After the popcorn ceilings, the next thing that needs to go is the trim color. So this is what we've done. This house, you guys check this out. Whoever put this together, like, I don't know, it's just like a chipmunk came in and put a bunch of wood pieces together and I don't know what's happening, but we have 3 colors of wood. And then a 4th color, the doors. So what I want to do, I actually love this. I don't know if it's Douglas fir or pine, but if you know color, but I do like the natural color of this. We're painting over the darkest trim color with this. And if you're painting at home, and a lot of people try to make themselves, this fast drying primer, oil-based paint, awesome. This is like 1 coat. I'm telling you guys, we did Bear's room first and we made mistakes of not using the right kind of primer, and the stain bled through and we had to prime it like 3 times. This is 1 coat. This is awesome. Sherwin-Williams, pick it up. So the next thing after painting all the trim, so you can see that and this was kind of a big decision, that by painting the outside darker trim and leaving the wood, I still want a little bit of character of wood because this house does have like a kind of a cabin feel, farmhouse vibe. I love natural wood. I just don't want a ton of different tones of wood in one house because it's just not us. We want to feel a little bit more clean and modern. So after we paint this, you can see over here, look at all the wood tones we still have to cover up. Not to mention the chaos of mess to clean up. This painted door will not be red anymore. I don't know what color it's going to be. Stay tuned. That the stained glass with the surround, I will definitely be painting the trim on that. But let's get to the bulk of this conversation. It's about the kitchen design. And I have been in here toying and talking through, like, with myself and then Joey, what are we going to do with this kitchen? Problem number 1 is storage, and I will say that that's probably everyone's problem in a kitchen because at the end of the day, the kitchen has to function for a family, and now that we have 2 children, we need it to function more than ever. We are coming out of a tiny house kitchen, and now we're going into this kitchen, but I'm looking at this behind me going, this is plenty of space. Our tiny house kitchen works really well for our family, so this should be enough space. I can make this work. So here's my quick rundown of what I think we're gonna do, and I'm gonna just work from the right to the left. So we're gonna have a refrigerator. It's gonna be counter depth. If you're picking out a refrigerator, and if Y'all, I know appliances are flying off the shelf because of COVID. I don't know why that is, but that's happening. If you're picking out a refrigerator, go with a counter depth refrigerator. Do not make the mistake of getting a 30-inch bulky refrigerator. This is the blue line of our countertops. We will be selling this. If you need a fridge and you want it on discount, holler, and you live in Austin, we're getting rid of this. We're gonna go with a counter depth refrigerator because it's less bulky. So we're gonna have a refrigerator here. Stay tuned for what it's gonna be. We'll have a little bit of cabinet here. We'll have the range and hood and oven here on this wall. It was in the island. We're putting all the appliances on the back walls. We'll have some open cabinets. Up here, we're gonna do all open shelves because I just said Joey and I are obsessed with ceramic pottery and we wanna highlight all of our dishware. We're gonna keep the sink in line with the window. If it were me and I was starting from scratch, I would love for this window to be bigger, especially because I'm short. I'd love it to be taller, but we're not sure. Like, I could probably just leave this because it's working just fine and we don't wanna put too much money into this house. This is the line of my 36-inch tall cabinets. And this is the first line of my open shelf number 1. Open shelf number 2, you can see that I'm already up on tiptoes, but this will be good. We're gonna go from this window to that window, and here's where I'm extending the cabinets used to stop right here. You can see this line. We're gonna keep it going. This funky window that I started with, I'm calling it my chipmunk window, we're gonna keep it going over here, and then I'm gonna do all the cabinets backless right here. So you can see that I'm gonna use this window as an opportunity to put some cabinets in front of it, hide the chipmunk stuff, and then give ourselves some shelving that's in front of naturally lit windows. I think this is gonna be gorgeous. We're gonna extend the shelf from the kitchen window all the way across, and that will give us some really pretty space for nice decorative, and also like pictures and ceramics and books and things that we want to put a little bit more emphasis on will go right in front of this window. It's going to be awesome. We are not doing a single solid closed cabinet on the uppers at this moment. I'm kind of excited about that. We really like to show off things that also helps keep us disciplined because we can tend to create clutter, but if you're all open shelf, you have a spot for everything and you're more motivated to keep it organized and like less cluttered. Now the last and final decision that I'm gonna leave you with, in the original house design, our island was facing the TV wall. So let me just back up and show you, and I sketched it the way that it was. But while I was in here by myself, I was like, why is the island facing this way? Once I extended this cabinet and this wall became the bulk of our kitchen, it makes me want, if I were starting from scratch, I would always run my island parallel to the main wall in my kitchen. That's just kind of what you do. So, and the floors are running this way, remember? My dining table is running that way. For some reason, the island facing this way just started feeling off. I'm wanting it to turn this way. I'm wanting it to run parallel with the floors, parallel with the dining table, parallel with the cabinet behind me. So I brought Joey in, and he is such a good person to like relay this stuff off of. He has great taste. He loves working in the kitchen. He loves cooking. It really does matter what's comfortable to him in our family because he is in the kitchen a lot. He's a great cook. So we talked through it and he gave it a thumbs up. You see it yourself. So I think it's not like finalized. We're showing you our process. We think we're gonna move the island and put it this way. Now the beauty in what happened with a trip to Round Top a few months ago was we got an island from, it's like an old baker's island from Hungary, I think. And we're gonna put it on casters. So we'll be able to switch it. It can go either way. That's just kind of nice, just like the tiny house. The only thing that will dictate whether or not we do that is if we put lighting above it. And I haven't decided yet, but normally I would want some pendants or some decorative lighting over the island. But in this situation, because we may want to move the island, we're not sure. Maybe we don't put decorative lighting. We do have a skylight right above me. So maybe we let that be our light. We'll see. Stay tuned. This is my thought process. It's not completely designed, but we're starting to get a grasp on what's gonna happen, and we're so excited. It's fun to just sit over here and dream. Sunny is drawing on my, thank you, Good job, baby. She loves to draw, you guys. I'll just leave you with this. I hope you had an awesome Christmas. I wanted to also share with you the sweatshirt that I'm wearing. It's from Art Beads, one of my favorite nonprofits. And I love what it says, create the things you wish to see in the world. That is what we love to do. We love to create. Comfiest sweater ever. They only have a few left. We're gonna link it below. You better go buy one while you can, because honestly, every sweatshirt they put out is my favorite next one. Like the one before this was my favorite, and now it's my new favorite. You guys, I hope you had an awesome Christmas. I love y'all all so much. I know if you're lonely during the holidays, I know that feeling. I've been there. It's tough. We are just so grateful for the family that we have, and I encourage you to dig into the relationships that you have. Call the people that you love, even if you couldn't see them because of the pandemic. But we love you, and I pray and hope that you feel loved. Christmas is all about giving and sharing and loving, and I just hope you feel that today and forever. And 2021 is so close. We're so close to the new year. So we'll save that message for the next video. But I love you guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, and stay tuned for whatever we do next. I'll keep you posted. Love you guys. See you next time.